Last time on Gwenpool Strikes Back, Gwenpool returned to try and make a name for herself, once again with her greatest plan yet. Get superpowers so that they won't cancel her comic book. And how was she going to do that? Well, she decided to have Spider-Man bite her to give her radioactive spider powers. And that totally did not work. In fact, all she ended up doing was unmasking Spider-Man. And during that little mishap, there was a cool thing that she discovered that she can do. She can go outside of the panels and alter her own timeline in its entirety. So there's that. Anyway, it's time to embark on the next adventure in the never-ending quest to not get your comic book canceled. If you're wondering where you are, well, you found the Comicstorian channel, where we take a lot of the lore within your favorite pop culture universes, be it a comic book, video game, or movie, and break down the storylines into an audio drama, allowing you to keep up with some of your favorite characters and universes. But enough of that. Today we cover Gwenpool Strikes Back, issue number 2. Welcome back, true believers! It's everyone's favorite super person in the making. It's Gwenpool! And right now it's time to prove to everyone that she isn't just like any other comic book character. And how is she going to do that? By kissing the readers, of course, and showing everyone her butt. But no, seriously. Back in the first issue of Gwenpool Strikes Back, it turns out that she has the ability to do what we're going to call flashback ability. It basically allows her to control anything that happens off-panel. It's pretty swag. However, OP or not, she still has to sell more comics. So, she decided to hire Deadpool for this issue. This would be weird for even him, but we all know that that's not true. And how are we going to begin this super awesome, crazy adventure? By jumping panels. Deadpool then shows up, tripping over the page, shouting, "Ow! Why is everything black? Where are we?" Gwenpool climbs over him, telling him to be quiet. They are currently in the basement of the Fantastic Four's home, and right now they are on a search and seduce mission. So Deadpool sighs. I get it. I'm the last person who should be giving advice, but Gwenpool begins to dig through some of the machines, yelling, "No! That's exactly why you're here. You're gonna maximize the chaotic potential of this issue. You're like executive dysfunctional daddy. Not like daddy, but, well, you know, Papa Chaos. So load up on all the bad advice you got." Deadpool pauses for a moment, stating, "I'm, offended. Either way, if you're looking to load up on some questionable decisions, we're gonna start out with this life-size cutout of Reed Richards. Sure, these cardboard figures are from the Reagan era, but that doesn't mean they can't help us solve our problem. In fact, there's a whole set, so you better smack some lip gloss on because it's time to refine your makeout technique and make Deadpool proud." But before that, you don't have like a boyfriend or something? She simply tells him, "Of course not. We broke up a while ago. And by a while ago, I literally mean within the time frame of saying that. I'm texting Choir right now that we're breaking up." And who's Choir? Well, stay tuned for another flashback to find out. Just not in this issue. So after dealing with that, Deadpool slaps a wedding dress onto Gwenpool, telling her, "All right, it's time. Did you bring me here to be the voice of reason or your agent of chaos?" Gwenpool stutters, trying to think of something to state, but Deadpool yells, "Ha! No thinking, only choosing." So she stops really quickly. I'm not sure. Voice of reason?" Deadpool shouts, "Good. Downside of seducing Reed." And Gwenpool stops him. "He's tied to Sue?" And Deadpool yells, "Correct! Now lay a practice smooch on this Reed-shaped coaster." That's when Deadpool pulls out the cutout of Sue and says, "Downside of seducing Sue." Gwenpool, without thinking about it, tells him that she's tied to Reed and the editors would never allow a disruption into an A-list superhero marriage. And Deadpool shouts, "Correct! Downside to seducing Ben Grimm." And Gwenpool says, "Well, he's married to Alicia, and that wouldn't even work for anatomical reasons." And Deadpool then stands up with a Johnny Storm cutout, asking, "What about him?" But the two of them just say, "Ew," and they both begin to laugh. But at that moment, the door opens and the real Reed Richards walks in, and Deadpool yells, "Now smooch! Smooch like you've never smooched before!" Gwenpool jumps forward, planting her lips onto the real Reed Richards, and thinks, "Yep, that's an actual face I'm kissing?" And as Reed asks, "Who?" Sue walks in stating, "I heard something. Is that my wedding dress?" Reed uncoils, shouting, "This is not what it looks like." And Gwenpool yells, "Yes, it is! Yes! You heard that, Dodson! That's the cover image!" And now that we got that out of the way, it's time to go take a shower and cuddle up with Jeff the Shark. Deadpool shouts, I knew you had a boyfriend! And Gwenpool tells him, I don't! Jeff is my pet land shark and he... But before Gwenpool could turn the page to show the pet land shark, Reed grabs the both of them stating, you two aren't going anywhere. You just broke into our home. Reed drags the two of them out with Ben Grimm coming out of his room asking, what's going on? Deadpool then shouts, I want to fight Big Boy over here. Do the magical meta thing, Gwenny. Free us! And Gwenpool says, okay. And she bites down on Reed. He screams as he releases his grip on the two of them, and Deadpool attacks Ben Grimm with fruit snacks! He slaps packets of fruit snacks onto Ben as he yells, have some high fructose corn syrup! The packet of fruit snacks falls to the ground with Ben turning around stating, I am so going back to bed right now. Sue then begins to punch Gwenpool with her force fields, and Gwen asks, can I have like a little help over here, Deadpool? But Deadpool tells her, I'm on it. Just tying Reed to the lamppost outside. Has to work, right? But as Reed unties himself, Deadpool says, right. Welp. As Deadpool begins to run back inside, Reed stretches, covering up both him and Gwenpool, leaving them trapped inside of, well, Reed. Deadpool then asks, hey, are you hungry? Because I got more fruit stacks left over. And so the two of them munch away on high fructose corn syrup, with Deadpool asking, yo, this is like your second issue, right? What did you do for your first? Gwenpool tells him, well, I unmasked Spidey. And Deadpool shouts, my boy? My special boy? I really didn't mean to. Not like that anyway. I just wanted him to bite me for radioactive spidering reasons. Outside, Reed asks Sue, is this what it's like to be pregnant? And Sue stops him, telling him, no, absolutely not. But inside, Deadpool then says, you know what this means, right? She sighs, telling him, I know. I'm gonna take a guess. It's the I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed routine. I've heard that one before. I'm just an exceptionally disappointing individual. But then Gwenpool is smacked in the face with something metal. And Deadpool tells her, oh, well, there's that. But no, what I meant is I got a really big gun. See, if you had actually read my books, then you would know that I can never resist bad puns or big guns. That brings us to the second issue of Gwenpool Strikes Back. Now, for those of you who may be joining us for the first time or have never seen a Gwenpool issue, let me explain something real quick. Gwenpool's a weird character. She was introduced as a cover variation during a series of characters that looked like Deadpool, who then got turned into her own character due to the popularity of the image. And then she got turned into Gwen Poole, which is basically what she is now. She's a character that is from the real world and knows that she exists in the comic book universe and has read everybody's comic books except Deadpool's. So what that basically boils down to is she has the ability to jump in and out of comic books and alter her own timeline. She's the ultimate meta character, and she's one of my favorite characters that Marvel has introduced recently into comic books. The reason I'm doing these single issues of Gwenpool is real simple. I need you to go out and buy this book. If you like this over-the-top, wacky, zany adventure that involves Gwenpool bouncing in and out of comic books trying not to get canceled, then you need to go buy the book. And I'll give you the link to Midtown Comics down below where you can buy the individual issue, and I'll also give you the link to the digital issue. But this is the kind of book that is very limited, and if you want her to stick around, we have to show to Marvel that we want this book to stick around, we need it to sell. So either way, I'm enjoying this new run with her, and the next issue, well, it features Hulk. So if you want to see that one, make sure you subscribe to our channel and go ahead and buy it right now if you just want to read it right this second. Either way, give this video a like. Let me know in the comments down below if you like Gwenpool, if you don't like Gwenpool, what you like about her if you do, and don't forget to subscribe to keep up with the channel. I appreciate all the support you guys bring us over here. You all are an incredible audience, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope to see you here next time. Thank you.